The first thing I did was to go to that of the higher time frame, which is daily time frame. Now, on my daily time frame, if you notice, on my daily time frame, you can clearly see that these are obvious what? Bearish rejection. And here is not a key support area here. That is the reason why when price went up or came down, went up or came down. So even my main focus was that price is going to go to this area here. That at least it should get to somewhere here. So the continuation of price, be it on a that of a bearish structure, which price have been doing from that of the higher time frame, gave me the what? The privilege that okay, this whole price is going to go bearish more. So that is the reason why I asked us to leverage on this opportunity. Okay. Now, on that of the higher time frame, weekly also, they are all indication that we should be selling this whole market. To be honest with you, even since December, November, that's when I've been asking you guys to look for opportunity to sell here. And now let's go to reason why I said that. Please, I'm trying to, I will still go back and explain that so that you understand the reason behind it more. Okay. Now, let's go to the weekly time frame. If you look on the weekly time frame, if you notice there, we have a support booking turn to what? Resistance. Now, before this support level booking turn to resistance, price was in a bullish structure. So we have higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. There is a new what? A higher low. But price came downward to break this low here. This low here. The moment it breaks it, it is no longer a what? A bullish structure again. Now, once it breaks it, price came back to test it like this. Come to what? Bearish count. So this whole move here, the whole bullish structure ended here. The moment it brings these support levels there, which is a higher low levels, it's no longer a bullish structure. It has turned to bearish structure. So having spot this on that of the higher time frame, it is clear indication that all you should be looking out for, it is now opportunity to sell, not to buy. So that is the main reason why I gave every one of us the word, okay, the trade that we should look for opportunity to sell the market downward. So the only thing we just did was to go to that of what? Lower time frame and look for opportunity. Now, on that of the lower time frame, every decision we'll be looking out for, it has to be in line with higher time frame. Even this weekly time frame here, the decision I'm going to look for must be in that of in line with what we have on monthly time frame. If you look at monthly time frame, you can see. So all this rejection, they are clearly telling us that what price is likely going to go what downward. Is there any question? Any question? So that is the secret behind this whole trade. That was the first analysis I did January 3rd this year. So, but I due to my extremely conservative, I don't want to go into and use big size or block size. Decided to go to that of a lower time frame and look for more entry. Note, even on my lower time frame, 4 hour, you can see that this first one here, it was what? 8 hour, which I did the analysis from monthly to weekly and from weekly to daily. Daily to what? 8 hours. So I was looking for where I'm going to have a smaller stop loss as a swing trader. So which is what makes me to do what? To go to coming to go to this time frame to be able to do what? To look for opportunity, which is 4 hour time frame. Now on my 4 hour time frame, all I did is what I want to show you again. This is a high, this is a low, this is the current price levels. So all I simply did was to apply my what? My fib retracement level from this high to this low here. So I believe that there's possibility that price will retrace at these levels here. And if I look on my left hand side, we have a minor support levels broken before, now turn to what? Resistance. So which is a point of interest. Note, it was 13 days after I did the what? The first analysis, right? So 13 day, it became clearly obvious to me that when price get to this area here, which is going to be, it was Monday that I was able to leverage on the trade, it's going to go where? Go downward. So all I just need to do to look for bearish reversal candlestick. So, and as you can see, that's exactly what price did for us. Let me just remove this. it's still in profit. I don't know, maybe some of you guys are still holding it. Okay, it's still in profit. This is the entry levels. I can never forget. This is the entry levels. You can see. So, any question? You can unmute yourself. You have a question and ask a question.
Hello, sir.
Good morning, Professor
Uh,
Sylvester.
uh, Good morning, sir.
Yeah, morning.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for the explanation
You're
and
welcome, Prof.
for the analysis which you have rightly done, sir.
You're
Please,
welcome,
sir,
Prof.
can you help us by labeling the triangle to reflect that it is bearish. The labeling, sir, of the
Of
triangle A
the
B C
label,
D E.
no, the triangles I have here is not an Elliott wave triangles. Do you get that now?
Yes, sir.
Triangles is not an Elliott wave triangles. Okay,
Yes, sir.
it is not.
Okay.
If we are to label it, more or less like we're going to force the labeling. That's the reason why I ignore it. But let's give it a try. I myself did not do that. Okay, so but let's see if it is going to be something that is going to be obvious for us to label. Okay, let me just go to. I'm coming so that we all be. Please prepare to ask me question. I have more 45 minutes more. So okay, let's see. This is say this is A. Okay, and this professor is not possible. You can't label it triangles. So if we are to label this as what? If we are to label this as A, B, C, D, E. So what did you notice that is wrong there? Do you notice something that is wrong? Is there anyone that can tell me? Those of you that did Elliott wave, what did you guys notice that is wrong here? Now, let me give you an example. Look at this. If you look at wave A, this wave A
Mm,
here, wave
mm,
B, wave
mm,
C, wave D,
mm,
wave E.
mm.
What did you notice that is wrong with this whole approach here?
We are able to count three subwaves
Inside out of what?
inside each of the wave.
Okay.
Like for
Now,
wave A, we are able to count three subwave. For wave B, we are able to count three subwave to
okay.
get to wave D. Then we are able to count three subwave to get to wave C.
Yeah. Now, the main thing that is wrong on this approach is that this should have been the best area for us to work. That's what I expect you. This will have been the best area. Do you get that now? But this, because this itself falls short of touching this area here. So that is the reason why it's not that what? Obvious. Do you get that now? But if it is the higher time frame, probably you will have zoomed in a little bit to be able to what? To mark up your stop, your labeling. Do you get that now? Maybe you will start from somewhere here like this. You get me now? So it's not obvious. So there's no point of you forcing it. So if you look at the previous triangles that I've traded before now, let's go to previous triangle. Let's look for bearish triangles so that we all can see. I'm coming. Bearish triangles that I've traded before now. If you notice, you will see something that it is clearly what? Obvious with the labeling. It's not something that you should first. So I don't want us to focus on the bullish. Let's look at it. If you look, you see this. Now, you can notice that wave D is above that of what? Wave B. You notice that?
Mm.
So if we are to force this, if we are to force these triangles here, for example, now, if we are to force it, let's say we use this like this, right? And we use this like this. It's not a clear what? A clear triangle. So it will have been this, for example, A, B, C, D. Now, the question I want to ask you is that is wave D above wave C? Wave B? Is it above wave B? No. Wave D is below that of what? Wave B. So that itself makes it not what? Not potential. Do you get that now, Prof?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's the reason why I myself did not make use of triangles with the approach of the what? Of the trade. Okay. Over to you guys. Is there any other person that have question? Any question on the analysis? Any question? Any question? This is one of my best trade of the year. One of my best trade this year. This is why this trade gave me over 600 pips. So, and this is just my risk here. You can see it here. I raised around 80 something pips. So over 600 pips. Let's do calculation together. Even if I'm still holding it, it will still be in profit. But I booked my profit last week. Okay. So yeah, my risk is around somewhere here. This is where I placed my stop loss. And I was able to book I book over 700 p if I'm not mistaken. So but when I move my stop loss, I move it to around 60 something here. Excuse me, I move it to somewhere here, 60 something. So once I spot this retracement of this candlestick, that was last week, this obvious bullish candlestick. That was the reason why I booked the what? The trade. Okay. But there's still chances that it's likely going to go bearish. Okay. So that's one of my first trade this year. Okay. Is there any question before we go to the next one? The next one, the next one. Okay, ask your question, please.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
This triangle, sir,
yes.
must it always be in form of that ABCD, or are there exceptional cases whereby we still call it a triangle, even if it does not fall within the labeling of ABCDE?
Now, the truth of it is that it depends on your approach, the strategy you are using on your trade. Do you get that?
Yes, sir.
It depends on the approach. Okay, that's the truth of it. If you are the type that you focus on that of what's it called? You focus on pure price action. There's no point of you using ABCD.
Okay, sir.
Now,
Okay,
but
sir.
if you are using Elliott wave triangles, it is a must. You should label it A, B, C, D, E. And
Okay, sir.
inside out of the A, B, C, D, E, at least four of it should have what? Three substructure, which is A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C. Do you get that?
Mm.
So those are things that makes it what? Valid. And lastly, when it comes to just like what I explained to you now, the wave D should not be below that of wave B because it is a continuous process. It's not something that it will now be going backward. Do you get?
Yes, sir.
So, okay. Is there another question? Now, this trade there, I was kind of like it was one of you guys that makes me to leverage on the trade, but it did not play out very well. Is I think it's Luis. I don't know, maybe he's on this meeting or this car or on this call with us. So the main reason why I tried to took advantage of it. So it is part of the game. I'm not bothered, okay? Because if you are the type that you just want to be winning in trading, you're not ready to trade. Okay. So except where I want to deceive ourselves. Losses are part of the game, but how you manage your loss, your risk is what matters more. New Zealand USD. Okay. Now let's go to this trade there. There is the entry like I took advantage around somewhere here, but did not play out. So let us back it and we can learn from it. Start new. Okay. Now we start from the higher time frame also. Is there anyone that can tell me the main mistake I first of all made on the trade? It is clearly obvious with my screen here. Buying this whole market upward. It's clearly obvious. Is there anyone that can tell me?
I think it's showing a downward trend.
It's a downtrending market.
Okay, downward trend.
Yeah.
Nope, nope,
Bearish market.
nope. Now, this is the reason behind it. The reason why I made a mistake on it is simple. If you look here, it was clearly in the bullish structure, price going upward, right? Is a clear what? A bullish structure. But once let's get to this area, the mistake I made is that I should have paid attention to my left hand side most. So on this my left hand side here, we clearly have a what? A resistant area. Price is close to the levels already. So this is not a good levels for me to buy the market upward. You get that now? That is one. Two, the main reason why I myself try to leverage on it is this. If you look here, This is weekly time frame I'm showing you guys now. If I draw my downward trend line, it was a breakout what? Breakout levels. So my own hope was like price is going, this is a breakout, possible retest here, this rejection of this doji. So price is going to continue to go up. But I made a mistake by not paying attention to these whole levels there. But once I spot it, that's when I told those in the Payment platform to do what? To close the close in loss. I wrote it there and they should close it in loss. I think 45 pips thereabout. Okay. So having done this, so all I did, I went to that of the lower time. If I go to daily time frame, you will see. So on daily time frame, you can see what price is doing also. So it came downward to these levels I want you to see. You can see when it came to these levels like this, and I spot this bullish what engulfing on daily time frame. So I was kind of thinking that okay, these prices want to continue to go where? Go upward. So and also where price pull back here, these levels here, if you draw your stuff here, horizontal support levels. So it is a what? A support area also. So, but due to my me not paying attention to these levels there, so that's the reason why the trade did not what I did not the trade did not play out. So, though start moving gradually. Over to you. Is there any question from you guys? Any question? Do you have a question, Professor? Please ask. Put yourself and ask your question. The individual that raised hand, ask your
Okay,
question. Yes,
please,
Prof.
sir, did it finally break the resistance level, which you didn't take into consideration?
No, it pulls back, and currently it's still playing at that levels now.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Do you get that? It's still
Yes,
playing
sir.
at that levels now. Let me remove this
Mm,
leave so that you will see. Look at what price did.
mm.
I don't know what's wrong with the current market price. I don't know why it's not showing. So let's see.
Um, sir,
So so did not play out. So another question from you, Prof.
excuse me, sir.
Yes,
Eh,
Prof.
but, sir, if you that lower time frame you went to,
Mm,
if you use the Elliott wave, it presented an Elliott wave formation. Uh,
it is.
would,
You are right. It is. But the truth of it is that okay, this is a correction. You can see it pulls back. You can see it here. Price pull back where downward. Did not continue to go where upward. Right. Now, if you look this our lower time frame here, if you are to use this as wave one, wave two, then wave three. So probably if this fall as 38.2% ratio of field retracement level, then you could have leverage on it. But still, you still need to pay attention to these resistance levels there. And see that price is still struggling under that of what? The resistance area. Do you understand that, Prof?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So someone else with question. Is there anyone else with question? So those of you that might see that this guy you close trading this thing. These are last month trade. Okay, you can see. So this month that was this month. That's the two loss. But last month 400 pip. So these are the profit of last month. Okay. So these are the profit of what? Of last month. Okay. I myself I also make a reasonable profit. So imagine you make almost $7,000 and you lost $800. It's not something that is big. So let's go to the next analysis. If there's no question, I'll be able to go to the next one. Let me go to the next analysis. I'll still come back to this loss. Let me go to this. Now, this GBP USD, I've got two approach on the analysis. The reason why I call out the trade is of two approach. Now, I notice some of you guys that are even scared of taking risk. Imagine if you have watched the video I sent that day that this trade is going to repeat itself. The reason behind this trade, I will show you example of the trade so that you guys can watch it also. Let's go to example. That was 2 years ago. That's the USD CHF, which is what I use as an example of what price is likely going to do for us to buy the market upward massively. You can see this trade here. That was 2024 December. So If you look here, this is a what? A channel. A channel here. Or some of you guys can call it bullish flag. Okay. Now on our left hand side, we have a what? A key support levels. Is going where? Upward, back. So this whole area here, it is clear indication that what? Price is going to go upward. So horizontal support, one, an upward trend line, make it what? Is there anyone that can tell me? Horizontal support and upward trend line, make these levels what? I've taught you guys this.
Confluence zone.
Confluence zone. You can as well call it what? Point of intersection. We have two things that works in line with each other. So you can see what price did. So which is why I myself anticipate that okay, this whole trade there, fine. This one, we don't have an upward trend line. Right? So, but with this formation of this flag ABC and it fall at 38.2% ratio, it is clear indication that this market is going to go upward. This trade gave me over 400 pips. Over 400 pips. Now, let's go to the trade and do the analysis. We are here to learn today. We are all here to learn before we go to today market that we are going to do analysis and see. It's fun teaching you guys. Oh, hey, well, it is well. The Lord is our strength. Let me just back it so that we all can start. Okay. Let me go to higher time frame. Now, okay, this is not there. The day we bought the market, it's not there. This candlestick is not there. Now, those of you that are trading Elliott Wave, since last year we have been buying from this whole area here. Ibrahim, I don't know why I did not join this market this morning. So since last year, I started buying this whole market up there now. So I believe that those of you that bought around somewhere here, you should have still in profit, or maybe or you will have made 700p when I asked people to close it there. Now, looking at this whole analysis here, if you are to trade Elliott Wave principle, our first priority, our main focus is that we're going to look at what price have been doing. So first thing is that, can you label a correction? If you look here, what I usually do, this is A, B, C. Note, this A, B, C, they are not my interest, okay? But I just have to label it for being to what? To start a new impulse count, okay? Now, this is my main focus here. If you look here, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Now, the moment I could clearly see that what this is a clear what? A wave structure, which clearly tells me that price is going to continue to go what? Upward. So all I simply did was to apply this here, wave 1, wave 2, then that of what? Wave 3, and wave 5 is what we want to buy upward. Now, the Elliott Wave principle rules, we have three major basic rules, which state that what? Wave 2 should not retrace 100% of the length of wave 1. Had it been that this whole our wave 2 here get to the starting point of wave 1, our counting is wrong. Now, the second rules of Elliott Wave state that wave 3 should not be the shortest. The rule did not mean that wave 3 is going to be the longest. But what the rule simply implies is that it will not be the shortest among that of wave 1, wave 3, and wave 5. That's what that of what the second rule simply what mean. Now, the third rules of Elliott Wave, which it simply means what? Wave 4 should not overlap what? Should not overlap wave 1. So I did be this whole pullback here down, get to this end point of wave 1. Our counting is also wrong. Probably we will not look for opportunity to buy the market well upward. So once I've been able to do that, the only thing I need to apply is that of our fib retracement level, extension, etc., which I've done all these several times to you guys. I've done all this to you guys several times, for you guys several times. Okay. Now, if you look here, our wave 2 usually end. The main rules of Elliott Wave state that wave 2 should end between that of 61.8% ratio, or 50% ratio, but priority should be that it did not get to the starting point of wave 1. Even if it get to 95, but it should never get to the starting point of that of what? Wave 1. So, which it end there, if you look my application of the Fibonacci retracement level, it end at what? 85.4% ratio. And our wave 3 end at where? 261.8% ratio. Now note, for a layman, if you are the type that don't know how to make use of Fibonacci retracement level, you can go and watch my previous video. I explain in details about Fibonacci on it, okay? All you simply need to do is if you are to, if, let's assume you want to leverage on that of this wave 3 here now. All you simply need to do is to take note of what? The rules that state what? Wave 3 will not be the shortest. So things that you should capitalize on are at least your wave 3 will give you the length of wave 1. And it can give you times 2 of the length of what? Wave 1. If you don't know how to use Fibonacci retracement level. But if you are to use Fib extension or retracement levels, they are the same thing. It's just that the formation is different, okay? Wave 3 usually end at 161.8% ratio. Sometimes it can get to 261.8% ratio, which is where price end on this whole analysis. Now, the third rules of Elliott wave on this analysis, which is also the main general rules that we usually use, it states that what? Wave 4 should never overlap what? Wave 1. That is the third rules of what? Elliott wave principle. Now, if you look at the retracement here, this whole pullback of price here now, price did not get what? To the end point of wave 1. It ended at where? 38.2% ratio, which is the main foundation level where wave 4 usually what? End. So having all this in place, that is the reason why I make it known that, okay, it is highly time for us to what? To look for opportunity to buy the market upward. Now, aside from this, which is what I want to show you now, if you look here, this whole formation of price here, you can see that price was in a what? In a flag. And when you have a bullish flag in an upward trend line, what that simply means is that price is going to break upward and continue to go upward. So all January, even till date, every opportunity you should be looking out for is to buy this market upward. So that is the reason why I call out this trade upward. Now, my profit target levels is simple. We usually make use of our Fibonacci extension or retracement to mention the possible endpoint of wave 5. Now, the most common area wave 5 usually end is 61.8% ratio. But take note, please take note of this, what I intend to say. If you look on your left hand side and you spot a key resistance level that is above that of this 61.8% ratio, there is possibility, mostly at least 99.9% all the time, that price will break 61.8% ratio and go to 78.6% what? Ratio. Just like what we have on this analysis I show you guys earlier. I'm coming so that you guys can see. Hope I'm making sense with my explanation to you guys. Hope I'm making sense. Okay. Now, if you look this analysis here, you can see that this end at where? 61.8% ratio, because there is no keyword resistance levels at that area. Since last year, the moment we end this wave 5 year, price has not gotten back up to these levels here. It is just selling. Even this year, it's selling. Any question on this GBP USD? Is there any question from you guys? Please ask. Unmute yourself.
Yes. Yeah, sorry. My first question is the correction you tried to label.
Okay.
We seem to have a triangle ABC or a triangle on B.
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay.
Yes.
Can we assume A to be a leading diagonal and the C to be an ending diagonal?
You can.
Maybe it's not, okay,
You can do that.
clear.
You can do that if it is obvious. But if it is not clear, it is not. No need of you forcing pattern if the patterns are not what? Are not
Looking
clear.
at the way it is now, it seems more like a diagonal guy.
It
Okay,
is
but it looks
not.
more like those diagonals than a
It is
flat,
not.
than a
It is
flat.
not. It is
Okay.
not. Now, when we talk of diagonals, we have two types. We have leading and that of what? Ending diagonal. If we spot it at
Ending.
wave A,
Yeah.
we call it leading diagonal, or wave 1, we call it leading diagonal. If we spot it at wave
Yeah.
C, we call it ending diagonal, or that of wave 5, we call it what? Ending diagonal. If we are to call, diagonals are going to look like this. Okay? They are going to look like this. You see? So if it is leading or ending diagonal, this will have been wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. So,
Yeah.
and this will makes it worse. Price, we believe price is going to do what? It's going to fall downward from here. Okay. Be it that of wave 1. If it is a leading diagonal, we don't trade that, just like what I told you guys. If it is ending diagonal, you spot it at wave 5, then probably we'll look for opportunity to what? To sell it where? Downward from there. Do you understand that ID?
Yeah. So
Okay.
the wave C we have in this chart now, what does it? What's the
This is not a
best?
diagonal. This is not a diagonal. Look at this now. This whole move here. This whole move here. You
Hmm.
see, it's not a diagonal. You see,
What kind of correction can we?
you can label sub count 5 wave
Yeah.
inside it. You can label 5 wave inside it. This will have been
Okay.
wave 1,
Okay. And
wave 2,
more
wave
like an
3, wave
impulse.
4. Yes, wave 5.
Okay.
So, do you
Okay.
see?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Any other
got that.
question from you
Can we? Can
guys?
you? Can you channel the correction, please?
You can do that. You can do that.
Okay.
You can do that. The only thing there is that just make sure that they are in line. The ones that you are channeling. If you look here, if I do this like this, for example, now I'm not going to extend more than this. Do you see?
Okay.
You see what I just did now?
Hmm.
So even this impulse here now, you can as well what? Channel it to. Any
Okay.
question from you guys again?
Yes. Can we? Can we? I'm looking at the
I didn't get that to ideal. You're
your
looking at what?
tops and bottom. Yeah,
What did you say?
choosing can you in choosing your bottom to start the wave count.
Okay.
The
Now,
recent bottom, you just choose the recent bottom. No other variable. You didn't consider any other variable.
thank you. That's a good question. Now, the reason why I choose this level as what? My bottom. This
Okay.
whole move here, this whole move since last year, that's what I want to show you guys now. This is wave 1 here, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4. It end there of larger
Okay.
degree. You get that now? It is
Yeah.
of what? Of larger degree.
Oh, okay.
So what we are buying now, it is
Yeah.
sub-wave inside that of the larger degree. Do you get that now? That's what we bought. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Any question from you guys again?
Now,
Any
now
question?
the can we yeah, the high and low. I mean, you've chosen the wave count, the low, the
Okay.
recent low.
Look
Can
here.
we take
Okay. Ask.
can we take the wave three where we started the
Mm,
correction from as recent high,
this levels here. Yeah.
where we started the correction from,
This thing,
the last correction before the impulse, before the wave count
this one
we
here.
did. This one here. No, no, the
This one.
next one. To the
This
right, to the right. No, to the
my
right. Yeah,
this
that
levels
one.
here.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, if you look at it, the one you are on now and the one
Mm,
before it,
this
which
is
one
it
can we
here.
take as
This
the
here.
recent high?
I will advise you to take the one that is above it. Do you get that now? If you want to use it as end point of wave,
Okay.
just like what I explained to
Yeah.
you now. If you notice this area here, let me play it for you so that you can see. Let us play the stuff so that you can see. Now, if you notice, look at these levels here. You can see that this and this, they are closer. This area here,
Yeah.
it is that of these levels here. Excuse me. It is it that we have what? 61.8% ratio. You can look at it. You can see it here. You see.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
because the one that is above it is around that of what? 78.6% ratio. So you can see the price spike upward to that, even above it. You can see it went above it before starting falling backward. Down. Did you get that ID?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other question from you guys? Any other question? So I think that's another my major trade there. That's another trade that gave me. So this is the second trade that gave me 400 pips this year. So 400 pips this year. I will still look for more. Let me just show you some stuff. Coming the next this trade here. I did not take this trade, but it went almost ratio 1 to 5. But I expect you guys, those of you in the payment platform, I expect you to book maybe like ratio 1 to 2 or ratio 1 to 3. So don't expect me to always tell you to close it, close it. Your priority is that what you are risking, try to make times 2 or times 3 of it. And when let's say you reach $50 now, and you see a trade that has gotten to what 240 pips the dollar, your main thing should do is that you should close at least protect for $200 or $100 from your what, from your profit. So I can see that some of you are asking me, should they close it, should they do this? No, this itself, I did not take this trade because this DXY, it is what I use to leverage on all these old trade that we are buying, that of the one we are doing what, we are selling. So because of DXY, that clearly tells me that price is going to go bearish. It is a reason why I start leveraging on all other trade. Okay, so let's start with our analysis for the day. So this analysis is going to be a first good opportunity for you guys. So the good opportunity, those of you sending message to me, you see this is just a basic approach. You don't need to stress yourself. I've explained this before now. Go and watch my Eagle Audi, the trader gave us over 500 people last year. So let me see if I have the, so you go and watch it. It's the same approach is what I use on the trade. I'm coming, let me just see. So okay, oh, this one is coming. So go and watch. You can find the link on this platform. You will see it. So go and watch the trade. It's just basic approach. You don't need to stress yourself on it. But let's go to the next coming the next the analysis for today. Okay. So if this stuff end, I will send a new link to the free Telegram channel. You guys can join with the new link. Okay. So you guys can join with the new link. Okay. Coming. So this is my main focus. First analysis here. You see this our DXY. It's clearly obvious that price is selling. So my main look now is that, okay, so you can use this as wave A, this is wave B, wave C. Okay, so just do it this way. So and see what price is likely going to do. This you come here, okay, then bring this here, okay. So why this is here, okay. So let's make it bold, okay. I think we can go to lower time frame now. Let's see. From that of the higher time frame, we pinpoint what we are looking out for. Let's go to probably daily time frame and see what we can do. Those of you trading wave, what do they have at this wave B? Is there anyone that can tell me? What thing we get for this wave B? This wave B that you are seeing here, what do they have here? Just explain it to you guys this morning. You guys should make this thing fun, no? Please, please make it fun. Let me help you. This
I
is
can't see it very
A,
well.
this
With
is
B.
A, B,
Triangle.
C, D, E. It is a triangle. And I said to Prof this morning, Professor, are you still with us? I said something that these whole levels there,
Yes, sir.
wave D should never be below that of what? Wave B. You can see the progression. And within it, out of it, you can as well label what? At least minimum three sub-wave inside that of what? The whole wave count. This can be A, B, C. A, B, C. You get, excuse me, A, B, C. which is this. This can as well be what? ABC. This can be ABC. So in as much inside that of the sub count of the whole 5 wave of ABCDE, you are able to label 3 sub wave inside the 4 of it. You are good to go. It is only at that of wave E that is not obvious for us to label sub wave count on it. So I'm saying this to you guys. Probably this can be correction. It can be correction. Then this can be, let's apply our field retracement level from this side, this low here now. So this low, let me make it obvious. Fibonacci retracement. Okay. This low from the high. Okay. So continuation of price going bearish. So that's it. Okay. Let me just run through the other one so I'll be able to just end the class once. There's no need of me sending a new link. Okay. So this that tells us now that price is bearish. So have it in mind this market is going to go bearish. Okay. I never can tell how long it's going to go, but it can take several days, several weeks, depending on how market tend to move. So expect it to fall down massively. This selling, this should go upward. Okay. So here's a new analysis. Triangles, resistance levels there, broken turn to support. So that's the reason why I use that wave 1, wave 2. So my belief now is that price is going to go upward. So all I'm looking at for is to wait for obvious breakout as a continuation. Why this? This market are break even, no. So it's just playing around. I've got 2 buyers on it. So okay. Probably if it breaks here, then that will be the right time for me to call a trade. But as it is now, it is not. Okay. This one here, this year, I'm patiently waiting for price to get to around these levels there, the clear breakout. Then I will look for opportunity for us to add the market and buy the market where upward. Okay. So thank you, every one of you guys this morning. Thank you all. Thank you, every one of you guys. So those of you that are interested in my premium service, it's still running. So it's still running. So I don't hide anything from you guys. So you make profit. This guy here now, he start with $400. That was last year. I think last year October. These are his profits. Okay. He usually send it to me too. So that's it. Okay. Is there any other question from you guys? Any other question from you guys? Before I end the class. Any other question from you guys?
The rate.
The rate of what?
What's the monthly rate for the
My
premium?
monthly rate is expensive. Is what's it called? $75. But those of you that are my students, I can always give you discount. Okay. So the main thing is that I want people that are serious, not people that are what? That are just going to be a spectator on the platform. Okay. So thank you, every one of you guys. We
Thank you,
continue.
sir.
You're welcome, Prof. Bye.